Up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Bill's Day Off. It's Sunday, it's winter, there's snow on the ground. Let's play some football. So today we are going to play Fury Football from PlaayNow. It was their launch title. Actually started out as a Black Friday Christmas special on Play's Christmas sale, then became the PlaayNow launch title. Got the new box with the great graphics, and it's funny. I did not buy it when it was the Christmas special. Heard great reviews about it. Wasn't really interested in it, but once the Play sale came, I got it to be nice, and loyal to the brand, and then I actually got to start to play it and was like, wow, I missed out because it is such a fun little game, um, not your traditional football game, and that's what makes it very good. Little rule changes, but makes the game go by quickly, like Fury. So this is one of those games where, yeah, I wasn't sure I would like it, but boy, did I like it once I finally got to it. And so we're gonna go. This is week number 4 of our Fury football season, and we're gonna run 2 games today. We're gonna run the Houston Hombes at the Denver Wild Blue, and we're gonna play the Los Angeles Lunatics at the Boston Malcontents. So I have the teams laid out for our first game. Now, you notice a little bit of a change. There's 6 players on the field at each time, and there's a few position changes. There aren't, wide receivers, running backs. There's line, there's backs, and there's star backs. So the only rule as far as where you place them on the field is that the 12 position, which is kind of like the quarterback, has to be a star back. And you have a few different star backs on the field. So if one were to get hurt or doing badly, you can swap them out. So each player has a up and a down result. Now the up is pass, the down is run, and each result can either be what it says, or if there's a thing like there where Jens has a triangle for a sack, you then have to roll a Fury die to decide, is that actually is his result a touchdown, or did he get resulted in a sack? And we'll go into that in a second. So we're gonna use the coaches. We have coaches cards here. This is Jan Smart, the coach of the Houston Hombes. They have coaches cards. We're gonna just to play solitaire mode. They're gonna run the offense and the defense. I'm just gonna roll the dice and let it all play out. Fury Football also has strategy cards. I don't use them when I do solitaire play, mainly because I forget about them. When you're playing against another human, they're really good to have, but you're also only worried about your team's cards. I tend to not use them, but I know a lot of people do. So that's how we're going to get going. We have our dice. We're going to roll the black die for the offense, the yellow die for defense. Now, these aren't the die that come with the game. I've swapped them out because I like, in my Legend of Boxing stream, I told them about the orange dice I bought at the board game shop. We've got now the 20 and the 6-sided die are in this game. The 6-sided die is being used as my Fury die, and the 20-sided die is used for the regular game. And so we've got our die, we've got our play calls. So what happens is we're going to roll these 2 die for the offense and the defense. like I said, black will be offense, yellow will be defense. We're going to roll a 20-sided die, and that's going to be the result of the play. If it's 1 through 12, it gets, we use the result of the player. If it's 13 to 20, we use the result on these cards based off of, did they call a pass or a run, and is the defense on a run, pass, react, or fury. And if it's a 20, there's also some sort of incident. It's either a injury or a penalty. Now, rules in Fury football, a penalty scores points for the opposing team. So if the offense runs a penalty, then the defense scores points. There's also 4 downs for the whole turn. So it's no first downs. You get 4 downs. You get 4 possessions in this game. And we are going to start it off. And we'll talk a bit about how it goes in the first game, and then we'll just rip right through the second game. But because by then we'll probably have everything. So we'll hold the Fury die off for a second. Okay, so this is our first down. Houston is on the midfield, and they are going up. Okay, so they're going to call an audible. So we look at the defense. Defense is going for a pass. So they're going to call for a run. And it is an 11. And the 11, Kiva Marshall has no gain on the first for a run. So he gets no gain on the first down. So we move to second down. It is a pass versus a react, and it is 12, so it goes to a star back. Now this says touchdown, but a triangle is a sack. So we have to now roll the Fury die. Now as Fury die, a star or a triangle is 1, 2, 3, 4 is a circle, and 5 and 6 is a square. So the 1 is what they would have to roll to get the sack. And it's a 6, so that is a touchdown. Houston starting out early with a passing touchdown. So we'll write that. Now we play for conversions. Now what happens here is conversions are unlimited. If Houston can, if Denver can't stop Houston, Houston could keep going forever. It actually happened against Denver in a game where the New Orleans Big Fun got a 95-11 win because they could not stop the conversions. So what I do for conversions is I roll the die to see how many yards back they're going to go, or how many tick marks back they're going to go. So they're going to go back 2, so it would be a 2-point conversion. And we roll just like we would on a regular. Okay, so it's a 4. So they're going to run versus a Fury. And it's 6. The run is a medium gain or a short gain. So first we got to roll the Fury die. It's a circle would be a short gain. So 2, 3, or 4. It's a 3, so it's a short gain. Now, short gain is 1 die. Basically what happens is short gain is 1 die, medium gain is 2 die, and long gain is 3 die. So this is a short gain. If he rolls a 1, they don't score a point. And he rolled a 1. Wow, really unlucky. So what happens is that they move 1, but then we turn over, and Denver is going to start at the 1 tick mark, at the 1 yard. It's not yard line because it's still basically like a field, but the 1 marker. So it'll be first and 19. So no conversions. 6 points for the visitors, no points for home. So it is 6-0 after possession 1. We are going to go to Denver's first possession. And it is a 6 versus a 5. So it's an audible against a run, so they'll now pass. And pass versus a run with 16 goes to the quarterback, which is Nimbo Elrod, or Starback, sorry, which is Nimbo Elrod, and it is going to be either a touchdown or a short gain. I actually rolled the Fury die, and the Fury die says it will be a touchdown, because it was a square. You needed a 5 or a 6 for the short gain. So what a play by Nimbo Elrod to score a passing TD, tying the game, and now we'll decide how much the conversion will be. It's a 2, so 2-point conversion attempt. And we're going to roll a 3, which is, now we're in the orange section, so it's a run going up against a gotcha, which means if I pick a pass, he's going to pick a pass. If I pick a run, he's going to pick a run. So it is a run versus a gotcha. So run versus run, 13 is a loss. So we have to roll one die to see how far they go back. And they go back 1, not bad. But then they're going to turn over the ball. And we go to possession 2 for Houston, now tied at 6-6. So that's basically one possession. Now we're going into the second possession, although in the score sheet, we go possession 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all the way to 8. So okay, so possession 2 starts up with Houston calling a run, Denver calling a react. It's a 6. The run again, Saddam Les getting run on. It's a medium gain unless we roll, or we rolled a fairy die of 2, 3, or 4, which we didn't. We rolled a 6, so it's a medium gain. So 2 die. And we move up 3 spaces. Not a good roll for a medium gain. So second down. Houston's going to call a pass. Denver's going to call a run. And a 18 pass versus a run is a medium gain. So another 2 die roll. It's a 9 this time, so much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Third down, and about 5 go. It is a pass versus a react, and it's number 6. So thankfully this time Saddam Les block or helps defend, and it's an incomplete pass. So we're gonna go 4th down. So there's no field. I think there's an extra field goal option, or but we just go 4 out. But here we go. 4th down. It is a audible versus a Fury. So we'll go pass versus Fury. 14. And the pass is intercepted. I should have ran, I guess. So we'll put an INT. 0-0 on that score for that possession. We go to possession 4 with Denver. We have a 2. Denver's 2 is a pass versus a run. And they rolled a 19, so that's going to be pass versus a run, right? Oh. Pass versus a run 19 is medium, so they're going to move the ball up 6 spots. Just past midfield, 2nd down. Okay, next play is a run versus Fury with an 8. So we're going to look at player 8 in the run. It's a short gain unless we roll the 5 or a 6, which would be a touchdown, and we rolled a 5. So it's a touchdown, Denver. Rushing TD. All right. So we're going to roll for our conversion. We're 0 for 2 in conversion so far, but we're going to go for a 3. Denver wants to take a lead here. Or Denver actually has the lead now, but they want to make it a 2-possession game. Okay, so they're going to go with a pass. No, I'm sorry. They're going to go for a run because they're in the orange zone. And they're going to go against the Fury. So pass against the Fury. But it's number 5. It's going to be a sack. So a sack. We roll again. It's a sack for 3. 1, 2, 3. So no conversion again. But right now, Denver, who coming into this game 1-2, but has a really bad points difference. So the tiebreaker, the points difference, they're very bad because of that 95-11 loss. So they need some wins. They're up at the half, 12-6. So we're gonna start down 1, possession 3. And we're going to see a pass versus a Fury. And it's 16. Which goes to player number 5. And it's incomplete unless it's a square and it's a sack, which I rolled a 6, so it is a sack. So we roll 1 die to see. 3. 1, 2, 3 spots back. Now if that were to happen again and he gets put across the end zone line, it would be a safety, and then they would go for conversion points. So or it would be a defensive TD, which would result in 6 points. And okay, so Houston's going to pass. They're going to go up against that Fury again. This time it's a 6. And Sadim Les has now had 4 plays so far. I rolled 6 4 times on a 20-sided die when it's their turn. And it is incomplete. So we are 3rd down and 17 to go. So we roll. It's going to be an audible. Against a react, so this time we'll pass. It's 3, and the Denver is penalized. So on a penalty on the defensive player, the offensive team, Houston, scores points, and we on a defensive player, then we repeat 3rd down. So we'll roll to see how many points they get docked. There's a 5-point penalty. Oh man. Denver liking that. So it's third down. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Houston who likes that. So Houston getting 5 points on a penalty. We're going to see a run versus a pass, and it's 1. So Mount Evans giving up a medium gain on this run. Of 7. So that's going to push right to midfield. Midfield, but we are at fourth down here. They're going to have to... Okay, it is a 4, which is a run, versus a react, and it's 11, and Eva Marshall does not get the run, so there will be a turnover on downs. So Houston did get 5 points for the penalty on Gavix there, which will make the score now 12-11. So there's a little pressure now here because Houston only has one more shot. If they could get, they need to first not let them score, and then, because say we get to possession 7 and Denver is winning as the home team, and Houston doesn't score on possession 7, then we don't have to play possession 8 because Denver would have already won. So here's possession 6. Denver's got the ball, calling an audible against a react, so we'll pass. 5. It is a sack. It would have really been either good play, but 5. Houston doing what they need to do here. Okay, we got a pass versus a gotcha. So pass versus pass, it's 2. Pass is intercepted. So Houston gets the ball back on the 5 marker. That is huge, because they need it. It's now 12-11 going into the last possession of each team. Okay, so Houston starts us off with an audible against a pass, so they're going to run with number 8. Oh, they're penalized unless it's a 2, 3, or 4. It is not a 2, 3, or 4, it's a 5, so they are penalized. Penalty on the offense. It's a 5-point penalty. Oh no. So they just put themselves deeper because it's now 2nd down. And they're down by 6 now. We got a run versus a react. It's 12. The starback has a short gain unless it's a triangle, which it is not. So it is a short gain. If you can roll a 5 or a 6, it'll be a touchdown. Rolls a 2. So 3rd and 3 here. They're going to roll a audible. No, I'm sorry, we're in the orange. They're going to roll a run versus a react. It's a 5. The run is a short gain. A 3 or less, or a 3 or more would work. And it's a 6, so they score a touchdown. Rushing TD. So we know the defense so far has scored 5 in this possession, but they scored 6. Now they're going to go for a conversion. This is important because, well, actually, we're tied now. So there will be a possession 8. So 3. We're going to go for the 3-point conversion here. Houston rolls a 1, so they're going to roll a pass. Denver's going to roll a react. It is 8. 8's pass is a touchdown or a long gain. It's going to be a long gain, but with 3 die, we're obviously going to roll a 3. So our first conversion of the day happens. A 3-point conversion, which will now put Houston up by 3. Now they continue, like I said, unlimited rolls here as far as conversion. So they're going to go for a 6. They said, you know what, we're ahead. We're going to go big. Because if we can get this, then it's almost in the bag. All right. Plus, you got to remember, like I said, the tiebreak in the playoffs is point differential. So they're trying for it. They're going to go with a audible against a react. So they're going to pass. And it's 15. 15 is a whatever the 2-player is, and it is incomplete. So that is it for them. So in this possession, we scored 9 points for the visitors and 5 for the home team. So 9 and 5 puts it at 20 to 17 right now. Going into our final drive. Denver got the ball. It's at the 7 marker. No, is it? No, 6 marker. They got 14 to go. First and 14. It's a 6. So audible versus a run. So the pass versus a run. It's a 5. It's a sack. It's a 1 sack, so it's okay. Second down. It is a second down is a pass for Denver. It's going up against a react. It's 5. It's once again a sack. It's 3. They're down to the 2 tick mark. Well, let's give a shout out right now to Kid Caranderis for 2 sacks in a row here in the last possession. What a play. Third down. And it is going to be a run versus a react. 13. Run versus a react is 1. He's penalized unless it is a 2, 3, or 4, which would be a sack and would have been the game. But it is not. So 6 gun. Chiraja with the penalty. Let's see what it is for. It's a 5-point penalty, and now Denver has won the game. That is it, actually. Yes, that 6-gun penalty for 5 points. They were down by 3. That 5-point penalty has just has finished the game. Denver winning on a penalty, as it is 22 to 20. Wow. Ah. Oh, the fans in Houston are going to say something about Six Gun. His penalized card in the top has cost his team the game. And Denver, now with 2 wins in a row, is starting to say, hey, we still have a shot after losing the first week 95-11. Has now come up with a couple wins. The only thing against Denver in this one is that it was only a 2-point win, so that point differential tiebreak is not closing any. So they still got to win their way into the playoffs. We're only week 4 though. They're going to move to 2-2. Houston, I'm pretty sure, drops to 1-3. Hold on, let me give Yant Smart to Houston. We're just going to switch on over to our Los Angeles Boston game. Show you how quick it is to and show you how to set up a team. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got our Los Angeles team and our Boston team. So what we do is, now, like I said, each team has a positive, or each team has 2 ratings. They're up and they're down, which is pass and run. Now, if their run, or if their results are positive, you want to put them on like offense. If their results are negative, you want them on defense because that'll be used against the other team. So we're going to want guys with touchdown and long gain and medium gain. You want those on offense, and people with sack, fumble, interception, you want those on defense. You definitely don't want penalized after what we just saw in that last game, but, unfortunately, some people, that might be the thing. Look at Tom Brady from Boston. He is a touchdown, but has a square for penalty. But you'd rather have that 4 out of 6 chance to get that touchdown. Okay. Boston is getting set up. Tom Brady will be the star back. You want to put your best defensive players in the 2 and the 5 spot because there's a lot of options that say, okay, go for the 2 player or go for 5. So you want them there. That's why Egregious Jones and Joey Jammer are in the 2 and 5 spot for Boston. Chucky Karlsdorf is going to be the star back for Los Angeles. He was not the starter in week 1. He has earned that position after a terrible first couple weeks for Los Angeles. Karlsdorf came in and did well enough to earn that job. So we are set. That's all it really takes to get yourself going for game 2. So here we go. Los Angeles is going to be starting at midfield, first down, first possession. So we're going to roll our 4 die. We've got Coach Pete Standard against Chill Chellebeck of Boston. We are off. So we're starting off with Pete Standard and Los Angeles calling for a run. And they're going up against a react. It is 20. So remember I said 20, you use the result of the 12th player on the play. um, which is a short game. It's for 4. Then we roll. And it is player 1 is injured. And that is going to be Nud Phillyman. He is out for the game for Boston already. Oh no. And he has a sack and a short loss. So that's a tough tough card to lose. We'll put Slum Dunston in, who has an incomplete and a short gain, but possibly a fumble. So Slum Dunston, I said call him just Slum Dumpster just now, but Slum Dunston is going to be in there. We're 2nd down and 6. Okay, 5. It is a run versus a run. And it is going to be the 5 player, which is Egregious Jones, and he gives us a short loss. That short loss is for 5, so they will go back to the 9 marker, so there's 11 to go, 3rd down. It is a pass against a Fury. It is again going right over to... Oh, this is awful. It is going to Egregious Jones, who is intercepted on a pass, except for a triangle, which is a 1. And I rolled a 1 on the Fury die, so it is a touchdown. So Los Angeles starting off with a passing touchdown. And they're going to go for the conversion. Chucky Karlsdorf. He's the man. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to roll for a 3-point conversion. Los Angeles is going to pass against a run. It's 15, so it's very likely to be... It's a short gain, so if it's a 1 or 2, it's not a score, but anything more, and it's a score. It's a 2, so no, it's not a conversion. So 6 points for Los Angeles to start. Tom Brody and the Boston Malcontents have a long road ahead. With 1st and 19 here. Oh God. On down. Okay, so Chelovic's going to run against a run. It is number 9, which is a short gain unless it's a triangle. Unless it's a square, which it's not, so it's a short gain. It's 5, so it gets them out of deep territory here. 2nd down. They're going to go with a pass versus a run. It's 14. The pass is a long run, so we roll all 3 die here. 2, 5, 8. Okay, so they are at the 6 marker on 3rd down. 3rd and 6. It is, and this is huge for Boston. Chelovec has a play where the 3 is a medium gain. So automatic medium gain, and we just rolled the 3. So it is a medium gain, 2 die. Roll the 7. You're 6 out, so it is a touchdown. Okay, so it is tied up 6-6. We're going to roll a die to see how many conversion points we're going for. We're going for 4. The 4-point attempt is a 5, so run versus a gotcha. No, I'm sorry. Run versus a gotcha. So run versus run. It's a 10 though. 10 is Revere Rasmus, who's a short gain. So 1 die, gotta roll a 4 or higher here. And it's only 2, so no conversion. So that puts us at 6-6 after the first official possession. We go to second possession for Los Angeles. Los Angeles is going to call for a pass. It's going to be against React. It's going to be 11. Thorn Salo is a short game. So Salo, 4 markers, gets them out of deep zone. Second down. So it is a 1, which is a pass, versus a 2, which is a react. 15. Pass versus react is the 2 player. It is sacked unless intercepted with a square. It is not a square. So it is a sack. Joey Jammer with the sack for 4. So put him back down to the 2 marker. It is a run versus it's run versus a gotcha, because Chelebek's got that defensive gotcha. So run versus run, but the good thing is this is going to be good though. Thornton Salo is going to get the ball again, and it is a long gain unless it's a 1, which it's not. So long gain, 3 die. And it's 10 yards, or 10 markers. So unfortunately it's 4th down and 8 to go, but they still got a shot. Let's see what they do. It is 4, so it's a run versus a run. With 2, run is a short loss. Joey Jammer just taking it to them right now. And it's 2, so to get them to midfield where we will turn over on downs. Boston with healthy field position going into their second possession. And they get that black 3, so medium gain. Joel Chelebek's awesome. Oh, only a 2 though. Joel Chelebek is paying off as the coach of the Malcontents. Second down. Chelebek calls a pass. They're going up against the pass. It's a 20 though, so we're going with touchdown Tom's card. It is a touchdown. We're going to roll though to see what happens. And player 8 Another. Oh no, not Rowdy Moss or Rowdy Mass. Rowdy Mass is injured. So Boston is really struggling right now. 2 injuries. And their team does not have a great, most of the rest of their team is defense. So they will score the touchdown. But yeah, they're down to only a couple players on the bench. So they're gonna go for a 4-point play. Didn't work for them last time, but let's see. They're up 12-6. So. All right, they're gonna call a pass. Los Angeles gonna call the Fury. It's a 13. It is a sack. 0 for 2 on 4-point conversions. Maybe you shouldn't call that. 2. So Los Angeles will get the ball on the 6 marker. But are now down 12-6. All right, Kentucky Carlstop get this team back into it. First down, 3rd possession. It is a 3, which is a pass versus a pass, but it's number 9, which is, oh my goodness. First of all, play games, for making me try to pronounce that. Waski Oniorlu. There you go. My apologies. Unfortunately, it has a short gain unless triangle intercepted, which would be a 1, and I rolled the 1. It is intercepted. Oh no. They now have only one more chance. Well, they have a few chances. They could also push them back and get a defensive TD or something, but that's an INT in possession 5 is not what you want. Especially when you are the team that's losing. All right, Tom Brody. And we get another black 3, which means it's a medium gain because of Chill Chelebek. He's genius. And he rolls a 6, so that is a TD. Another TD off of a Chill Chelebek call. And that makes 5, or I mean a 12-point lead now. So we are going to roll to see what distance we're going for. They're going to go for 1 right now. They're like, well, let's just get some points. It's a 4, so it's a run versus react. It's a 3. Run is a short gain, so it is obviously a 1-point conversion. So they're going to go again, unlimited. Now they're going to go 2. I like this strategy. We made it from 1. Let's go for 2. It's a run versus a run. And it's 7. 7's run is no gain or a short loss. It is no gain because the circle is the short loss. So Los Angeles is going to get the ball on their last possession at the 2 marker. And they are down 19-6. We're going to need to see some fireworks here. And it is a 5. No, I'm sorry. Jeez. Is a pass versus a pass. And it is 11. So we're in Salo. Short game. Salo's 3-yard completion, or 3-marker completion. You could say whatever you want. I say marker. Okay, it's a pass against a pass again. It's 4. It is a short gain unless it's a square, which is intercepted. It is not, though, so it is a short gain. And it's a short gain of 1. That's not good, though, because now we're at 3rd down, and they're still 14 markers away from the touchdown. Okay, it is a run versus a fury. 17 is a loss. Oh no. And it's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a defensive touchdown for the for Boston, and that is the game. That is it. Boston with the defensive touchdown. And that is over. The game is done. Los Angeles falls to 2-2. Only scored 6 points in that game. They lose by a score of 25-6. Oh wow! So great game for Boston, who now moves to 2-2 and gets a decent push on their differential. Not a good game for Los Angeles, who will also fall to 2-2. Los Angeles would have liked to win that game and get the chance. I mean, to go. If they went 3-1, they'd be in a great starting spot as we move towards playoffs. But not today. All right, guys. That is the first 2 games of week 4. My apologies. Of Fury football. So we saw my chicken scratching here. We saw Houston lose to Denver 22-20 on a penalty, and Boston beating Los Angeles 25-6. So that is Fury football from PlaayNow. I'll put a link in the description. We'll be back next time with another game. Had to say, very fun to bring Fury football back out onto the table. But we will be back very soon with another game. I hope everyone has a great weekend and see you soon. Take care.